everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time, like 2 or 3 years since my last video. So I wanted to come on here and do a little get ready with me video because I'm obviously not ready. I need to go out to lunch and do my makeup. So I thought I would do a little get ready with me. I'll just show you what I use. I am by no means knowledgeable in the makeup space or skincare or anything. So this is just what I use. This is what works for me. So, and while we're doing that, though, I could chat about why I left YouTube and why I'm back on YouTube. So let's get started, I guess. So my primer that I use is NYX Plump Right Back, which is like really affordable and it's really good. I've tried the Huda Beauty one and I felt like it burned my skin. And I was like, oh no, is this all Huda Beauty stuff that's gonna like act this way? I don't know if it actually burned my skin, but it felt like it burned my skin. So I just stopped using it and I used all my other, because I had bought a bunch of Huda Beauty stuff to try out, and I used it all at once. And I just stopped using, I don't even think I have it in my bag here. I stopped using their primer, and everything else was great. So I found this one, which is much more affordable, and yeah, it works great. No complaints, and it doesn't upset my skin. Even though my skin's pretty hard, like it doesn't really get upset often, especially when I was younger. As I get older, that's starting to change. So we'll let this sit for a second, and I guess while that's doing that, I can talk to you about why I left YouTube. And truth is, I just got burnt out, which I think is a very common story on YouTube. And basically, I didn't plan to like take a break, because if I was planning to take a break, I would have made a video or something being like, I'm taking a break or whatever. But no, I just got burnt out. I had videos still that were filmed and didn't even put them up. And yeah, it just got to me. I just couldn't do it anymore. And I think the reason I got burnt out was because of, again, a very common YouTube cautionary tale is like my perfectionism was like out of control. And so when I would film a video, I would be so hyper focused on things pertaining to it, like how I looked on it, the production value and all that. And those are somewhat important, the production value. And the length I even went to get to start to filming, I was so exhausted. So, for example, I didn't have and I still don't really, have a set up space to film my videos. So every time I filmed a video, I have to create the whole set, for lack of a better term. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my concealer on. This is Huda Beauty #faux filter concealer. And so I would set the whole thing up, lighting, my tripod, my camera, everything. And then I would have to get ready because I felt like I couldn't film anything unless I looked very done up and very perfect, even though that's just, I hate that word. I always say I think that word should be removed from the dictionary because it's poisonous, but I still fall prey to the thinking of perfectionism and stuff. So I would do my hair, do my makeup, do everything. And then by the time I actually sat down, so this is like over an hour of like getting ready to film, because I had to get ready physically and then get like the set ready. And I would be pretty tired at that point. So like it takes a lot of energy to set all that up. And I think it'd be a little different if I could just sit down in a set up space and have everything ready to go. But space did not allow that. And it doesn't really still allow that, but we'll see. We'll see going forward. Because I went through all that trouble, I would be like, I need to film at least 3 or 4 videos here, because this is a bit of a setup and an investment in my time. And, you know, I don't want to have to all do this again very soon for another video. So I would really like expend a lot of energy filming a lot of videos. And obviously, you know, batch filming is smart. It's not, nothing against batch filming, but it just really wore me out. And then maybe I wouldn't film for a couple weeks because I did 3 or 4 weeks worth of filming in one day. I didn't have it in me to set that up every single week and all that. So that was a big thing. And being very hard on myself to present myself a certain way, I wasn't being fake, but as I look back and I reflect on my previous time on YouTube, I feel like I wasn't as authentic as I could have been. I wasn't being authentically me, not on purpose, but trying to present this a certain way. So that also, I think, was extremely draining on me. I just don't really come across as myself on the videos, so maybe more in the vlogs. I haven't rewatched them all, but yeah, especially like the talking head ones, I don't feel like I really came across authentically to myself. So that also weighed on me, like in hindsight. Another thing was trying really hard to stay in my niche. I was like, you have to stay in a niche, you have to stay in a niche, and you have to post on your schedule, do or die, it has to happen. So sometimes I would just post something and I wasn't even like super happy with it, but it was more important to like please the algorithm than to have something I was more proud of or something that I was happy with. Basically, it was better to feed the beast than have more like quality over quantity. So that was annoying. And then even when I had a video that I was like really proud of, like it didn't perform well, even though I put all this pressure on myself and really killed myself to do it. So you do all that, and when it all works out, you're like, okay, well, it didn't even perform as well as I thought it would. So that was disheartening, obviously. Especially when you're, in your mind then, your YouTube channel is only successful by how many followers you have, how many views you have, comments, whatever. So that's a mindset that I really need to get out of. Okay, I just put my foundation on my hand. I forgot I have to do my eyeshadow first. So I'm going to try to do my eyeshadow with this nice little blob of foundation on my hand. So my eyeshadow is e.l.f. the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette. And this is one I usually travel with. I have much bigger palettes, but this is one I travel with because it's nice and compact. And honestly, over the last couple of years, I just wear, like, it's hard to open is the annoying thing. I just wear a lot of earth tones and stuff like that. I'm trying to get this blob from not rolling off my hand. Earth tones. So, okay. So I'll get all my brushes out here. And so what was I talking about? So, the posting on the regular schedule, I'm not allowing myself to take breaks, and not acknowledging to myself how much effort and energy filming took. I think that was something I didn't even realize. A lot of this stuff is all in hindsight, so I've grown. What color do I want to do today? I'm wearing blue, but just do this rosy color, I guess. Why am I here? Why am I doing this video and wanting to post again? So a few things happened besides time going by and just growing as a person in general, as you do when you're aging and growing up. And even though I've been a grown up for a while, but you never stop, learning about yourself and becoming a better person. At least you shouldn't, growing. Because you're an adult, you don't stagnate in that. You shouldn't anyway. So, a couple years ago, I started a podcast, my second podcast, which is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer rewatch podcast, which is very important to me because that's my favorite show. I'm such a fan, and I just love it. And I wanted to do a rewatch podcast. Started it with my friend Kimmy, who's never seen it, so it was kind of super fan perspective and newbie perspective. So we're still doing that. We literally just started season 5, and I'm really enjoying it. But the thing is that when we record, we also record on Zoom. And if you're interested, I will link the podcast below if you're a Buffy fan or you've been interested, because there's been a lot of news which is exciting about Buffy coming out lately. And yeah, so there could be some renewed interest in the show, which is always good to see, especially it's been off the air so long. All right, so that's pretty much my eyeshadow. I don't go too crazy usually. And anyway, so we posted on YouTube, and I am very authentic. I felt myself being very authentic being on the podcast. All right, so back to Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. Got it here. So what was I saying? It's hard to like have a decent conversation and do your makeup at the same time, I feel like. So I was recording and I was very much not wearing makeup all the time, or my hair wasn't clean and all this. So I put that up on the internet. And because we were recording like every week, and that's the schedule we have. And yeah, so I wanted to focus more on the content and the show, which I love, than how I looked on the Zoom, and how it would eventually post physically. So after a couple of years of that, I've gotten way more comfortable with myself, putting myself out there on the internet without looking perfect. So I hate that word, but so yeah, I have grown a lot in that way. So that made me think like, maybe I can do this a little bit less stressful, YouTube-wise. And so that was something that like came into my mind. Also, I've been working a lot on my like Instagram, like my social media editing and everything, and other projects too. So I just feel like I've learned a lot there, and I've just felt the like want to start making videos again. So I use the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer, and this color is, I don't even know what the color is. I don't remember. It doesn't say. So sorry about that. All right, so bronzer. So someone that's been a inspiration to me about coming back to YouTube is Molly May Hague, who was on Love Island and has like 2 million followers and does all kinds of things, and I like her. And her vlogs are so authentic. And, she'll be like, oh, I'm broken out, and, my hair's not washed and all this, and it's just like, she's so authentic, and she can be herself, and I like that. So she was a inspiration of how, and she also shares how she doesn't always feel great about it. You know what I mean? So, she has her doubts and her self-conscious things, and she shares those, and that's great. That she feels comfortable doing that. So her kind of style of vlogging and stuff kind of inspired me too, to give it another go in a different way. So, okay, all of that being said, what am I going to do here? So basically what you can expect, and this isn't totally fleshed out either. Okay, eyeliner, e.l.f., more e.l.f., 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 e.l.f. e.l.f. is great. So what you can kind of expect is because I do so much on my Instagram with my reels and stuff and my social media editing, I am going to repurpose a lot of that stuff because I think it's pretty good fun and stuff. And so I will be repurposing shorts. And so there will be a lot of shorts, which I don't even know if shorts existed on YouTube when I left YouTube last time. So that's kind of a new thing that I will be leveraging. So shorts will be coming. They already are coming right now. They're already some of them are already up on the thing on my timeline. Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil. This is a retractable eyebrow pencil. It's really cool. I really like this product. This is my second one. This is a brand new one, so it's giving me issues. But yeah, this is actually really cool. It's so easy, and it's a nice little. I hate when people do that, but there you go. You can see the kind of angle that they give. Ooh, it's sharp when you first put it on. All right, so yes, shorts will be utilized a lot, and then in between, like, the long form stuff. So I am going to try to fit to some kind of regular schedule of some kind. What that's going to look like right now, I don't know. But I am not going to kill myself trying to meet that if it gets too much or stressful. Just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it to myself. All right, so my mascara, that's what it's called, is Tartelette Tubey Mascara. Some videos will be similar to things I posted in the past, and some things won't be. I'm still kind of brainstorming. So we'll let this like dry. I always let my eyeshadow dry a couple minutes because I feel like it's a little bit more pliable when you do that. So, okay, my e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This is what I use to set myself. Yeah, so I will be doing long form videos. I am not going to be pressuring myself as much as I did in the past, and yeah. So let me know, like, in the comments below, what would you like to see? Give me some ideas, and maybe I'll find them interesting and want to do them. I definitely want to incorporate some more, like, I'm a big reader, something I very rarely talked about on my channel before, and I would like to incorporate some stuff there because I read like 50 plus books a year, and I'm very much into like Goodreads and all that. So I think that's a big interest of mine. So I don't want to pigeonhole myself into not sharing that. And I really enjoy doing clean with me videos, which I just find like so satisfying because you're making content and you're cleaning your house at the same time. Can't really complain there. What else? Yeah, I just think, yeah, let me know if there's stuff that you love to see. And I feel like that's probably most of the stuff I wanted to cover in this video. Today I'm not really doing lips. I'm just doing, what's this brand called again? Hurrah Lip Balm. Vanilla and orange. I actually really like these lip balms. They have some like interesting combinations of flavors and scents. And you're like, but it's that meme where that girl makes the face. She's like, yeah, that's kind of these. You're like, I don't know. Oh, but they are very nice. Just because they're not like obvious scents, they're very nice. All right, I'm gonna tame some of these insane flyaways. Oh, and what I'm using here is, I don't know what the brand is. It just says Finishing Hair Cream. Sorry, I don't know what the brand is. Because of my fine hair. Flyaways. Oh, really look bad and look very obvious, and they don't blend in with the rest of my hair because my hair is fine. Okay, yeah, and I just kind of tame it a bit. I don't have time to curl my hair or anything, so I'm not going to. Just work with what I got. And now I left my eyelashes a little bit, so I'll just give them a little. I have really, really long eyelashes, so I've never used falsies or anything. And sometimes, like, if I'm crying with my glasses on, it's literally like being in a car wash. They're just like, whoop, whoop. So I am lucky in that way. So, I mean, they're not, like, I guess the thickest eyelashes, but they're very long, and I have enough of them. I'm fine. I don't need to change everything. All right, so I guess I'm ready to go to lunch. Thanks for hanging with me, and I will see you in the next video.